Hey guys, welcome to yet another Take 3 Schmoedown reaction here on Take 3 Productions. Today is box office breakdown versus superhero news. All of us on this panel are going into this completely 110% blind. I am joined by Take 3 member Malcolm Lay. How are you doing, Malcolm?
Pretty good. I don't know what to expect from this match. Like I've only just watched the new period of new people for Box Office Breakdown just the other day, so I'm kind of familiar with them, and I think they're really good. So yeah, so they could win today. So
Amen to that. Jen, JK Meme Queen herself. How are you doing today? Who do you think is going to win?
Fresh meat. Well, I don't know much about these two teams other than Box Office Breakdown has a history in the Schmoedown just being Team Bob, so I gotta go with them basically because superhero news, they may know their stuff when it comes to superheroes, but there's a lot more categories on that wheel, so I gotta go with Team BOB, even though they're not my Team BOB.
Amen to that, sister. And we are joined by two new people to the channel. These are special guests of ours. Paul Oyama, how are you doing, my man? Who do you think is going to win today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. It's tough because I think these are two names that I associate with different people that are actually competing today. When I think Box Office Breakdown, I think Finstock. I think Sarah Stratton and stuff like that. When I think of superhero news, I think of Hector and Adam. So it's going to be interesting to see two different ideals of what these teams can be in this Schmoedown. And I don't know if I have necessarily any predictions out front, but I think one of the teams will certainly surprise us. I just don't know which one it is.
I completely agree with you. And then, last but not least, another newcomer to the channel, Cody Newberry. How are you doing, my man? Who do you think is going to win?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. I've been watching you guys for a while. It's great to be in a reaction. I would say I'm going to go with Box Office Breakdown, kind of like what Jen said, because they're the only ones that are, even if it's not that same iteration, they've been in the Schmoedown. And if it was Intergeekdom, I'd go with Superhero News, but I don't think if they only come in knowing Intergeekdom stuff, it's going to be a rough round for them.
Yeah. For me, I mean, Box Office Breakdown is kind of like a bad reputation, so to speak, in the Schmoedown. So I don't know what to expect from this new incarnation. I'm going to go with Superhero News. I have no idea. I have no idea who's going to win. I just want to be different. This is so blind. It's just so blind. I have no idea what we're up for. So, guys, without any further ado, we are going to press play, if I could speak correctly. Press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Here we go.
What's going on, guys? Now, look, we have a big announcement here.
Oh boy, marking that hat.
You might know about it, but the Schmoedown is going to be doing a live event. That's right. The live presents the Schmoedown live event. Mark, when is it? It is March 15th.
Yep.
Where are the odds of
Wish I lived in California.
Yeah, you LA people.
Yeah, North Hollywood, to be specific, the El Portal.
And I can't wait for this to become a traveling show.
Yeah.
Because I would be willing to go to California, but not for the one day.
Yeah, exactly.
Not only do you get your tickets at fullscreenlive.com, there's 3 different ticket tiers you can.
This is going to be a great show.
General admission, or you can
we'll
a little bit more.
They got a great match headlining.
General admission.
Again, like Real Rejects, we thought was retired.
You can get the VIP ticket. So there's 3 tiers. But what do you think? Which matches?
They probably were until the Wildberries said they'd go, oh, and they'd be like, you know what, we'll put you to the test.
Real Rejects, so they should have had a couple wins, honestly.
Speed, yeah.
They would have had.
Wolves of Steel.
They definitely should have, yeah.
They kind of let them win on that one.
JT, part of the team champions,
the lovable losers
against the outlaw John Roca. All the matches count. If you can't make it to Los Angeles, yes, you can see it on Collider after it comes out. But you will be getting all these matches come live. If you haven't seen the Star Wars Celebration,
I wonder when is that going to air on the channel. I wonder.
So
I would imagine it would be live to tape.
Fullscreenlive.com. Get your tickets, and you will have the.
Could be the week after.
Will be $19.99. The meet and greet, the admission will be $45.
Might be on maybe a Patreon thing too.
Will be $99.99. But with that, you get the.
Oh yeah, they might do early release on Patreon. That'd be pretty smart.
Up front, you have the whole.
You get a lot of people to buy in.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that would be amazing for the show itself.
$20, you come out, you watch the Outlaw versus JTE, you watch Little Evil, excuse me, you watch the Wild.
It's going to be after the championship match, too, so that'll be interesting to see how that impacts the singles match itself.
I didn't even think think about that.
Yeah.
Jen Sturger's going to be there conducting
Yeah,
pregame
and JT.
of all things Schmoedown. You never know, a special guest might.
That's a whole different experience.
Yeah.
They do it in front of
Yep.
cameras for the whole live audience. We'll see how they do.
I just hope they don't scream out answers.
I just hope JT spells something wrong, like really bad.
Then the entire theater just explodes.
Oh, I know.
Here we go. Let me get some water since I have a sore throat.
I love that they did color themed.
Yeah, it's smart.
So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but alright, so yeah, I'm somewhat familiar with Frankie over there on the right, but we'll see how he does.
The new studio.
Rachel's on the table! So excited!
Is it a different angle they're taking here with this?
Is this a new studio?
This is our first in the new studio. Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So this is the new layout.
I kind of like this layout.
I missed the wall already.
If the new studio means Rachel's hosting, I'm all for it.
I'm wondering if it's just temporary.
Before we get to
Clark.
incredible
No.
matchup,
Hopefully not.
to have you on the announcing desk with me, because usually I'm just telling you got another correct answer, and I've done that so much so that now you find yourself.
You can kind of hear the echo in the room.
Yeah.
They were talking on Top 10 that they hadn't laid down the carpet yet, so it's a little
Right.
Oh my god.
Very confident.
So
Sound
cool.
bouncing everywhere.
Doing well in that #1 contender match, and I plan on continuing.
When she wins the title, if she wins the title, is that bigger than Roka?
Yeah, because that's the first female champion. Yeah.
Right? I know. I'm so hoping it happens. I like Levine, but
I think the odds are
I'm
pretty
made to
high.
that.
oh, me too.
She's on a roll.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
The
gonna-
Shires are gonna dominate. Oh my
And she
god.
has a dominant team
but
now.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited
She
for
could
this
be
I
awesome.
love that.
We're
She could be the first person to hold
and I
both
just
belts.
thank you to the fans. The fans
3 belts.
She could, yeah. If she can figure out the buzz around.
Yeah, that's true.
Either, but you're known for your bold intro.
I wonder if the buzz around has changed. We don't know yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen one yet.
Awards for having such great intros.
No, don't take away the one round JT is good at.
Yeah, take that away.
you know.
Above the Line killed them at the Spectacular.
Yeah.
Let's just forget the Titans on that one.
Let's move on to this matchup in particular. I mean, I say New
I was pulling for Patriots all the way.
Fans have seen box office.
I can see by the hat.
In the Schmoedown
Yeah.
industry, and they've also seen superhero news, but maybe not with the faces that they're gonna see today. It's a changing of the guard, so to speak.
Definitely. I mean, all 4 of these guys are.
Rachel's so
fans of
solid
them,
as a
just like I was when I started,
commentator.
just like a lot of the new competitors
She is.
are, and-
Rachel's just so solid at everything.
There's not a whole lot she
She's just a fantastic person.
Yeah, before you know it, she'll be reacting to her own matches
Yeah, we
and
start with box office breakdown, who
Yeah.
killing us in views.
Pretty much.
representing them.
I would watch that.
Box office breakdown.
No lie.
Step up. And then you talk about somebody like a Frank Moran and an Amy Martinez, who you said are fans of the show, the Schmoedown, which we appreciate. They are really good at crunching the numbers, so I think you got to look at them to hope they get that new releases.
I wonder if box office will be a slice.
I imagine that they would be very.
Isn't
good
that
with
category
films,
dead?
but
I don't know.
how
I've-
Maybe it's been
I
revived.
think pretty much everyone hated it, so.
I don't think we've seen
I
that.
hope they get new releases on the wheel.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Because every week, I guess they had big news today with Black Panther breaking.
You just don't know what those hidden strengths
Crazy.
are yet, like you might with a more established competitor.
Ellis's
Look at box office
wardrobe is just
breakdown, and then they're going
always
on to
so
superhero
unique.
news. And superhero news, we talk about
It keeps you guessing. You never land.
He really does.
Sabina Graves.
He
That's the
looks
magic.
like he-
Yep.
Really people who
He
I
looks
feel like
like
he
when
just
your
kind of
mom-
rolls a die and it has like different outfits on it, and he just goes with it.
That's good.
It's like when your mom says, "Go pick out your outfit when you're 5," and you come back with something that's out. Like he comes back in with like, "Yes, I want to wear cowboy boots and a
Yeah.
leather jacket." Right.
Me too, and they brought a lot already to our pre-show interview. Check out
Wow.
it real quick right now.
Here we go.
We're really excited to carry on the legacy of superhero news that Adam and Hector started. I love those guys. They're great.
They're awesome.
But I'm also really happy we don't have to carry their debt of an 0-2 record. We are here to start fresh, start out the gate with a win.
You know, in JTE, we're the competitors. We're the holders of the mantle for Box Office Breakdown, but it is a new day, a new era here at Box Office Breakdown.
I mean, we love how talented they were, but we're a new breed.
We're super nice, and it's all about love here. We love you. We love movies. We love everything.
I think we're here to have fun and to compete. I mean, what's wrong with some friendly competition? I really hope that I'm as big as a movie fan as I like to say I am.
I think everybody that comes on the show, they first start off as a fan. They love the idea of challenging their knowledge with somebody else. See who knows more about movies. And me, after watching the show so many times, you get the itch. The itch that you want to get in the ring and you want to compete and see if your database in your head is good enough to stand up and maybe beat somebody else.
I don't really know anything about him other than Frank's a really nice guy because I just met him, so that already is points in their favor. But it doesn't matter because right now, as nice as they are and as nice as I would like to think I am, and I know Sabina is, they're in the way between us and our first win. So they just have to go.
Here we
This
go.
is definitely a step competing in the team league for us here. And to do that, you got to take off the opponent first. And we're gonna do it
Nicely. We love them too.
the most loving and
So you got two face teams here, apparently.
and who better to take on the superhero news? Like us, people that are coming in under the banner of an appreciation.
Hug each other.
But we hold no animosity.
Well, I guess you could call Superhero News a heel team against their old iteration, because that was a little bit of a slam against Adam and Hector.
You'll need it, but I hope you don't get it because we want to win.
We're gonna come after you.
Superhero news, we're coming for you, but not with a knife or a gun. It's gonna be a big warm-up.
Aw, come here.
That's right. Because we love movies.
We love everything. We love you.
Two-faced teams indeed.
I want
What
to
the show is like, no.
I want to change my pick. They made me
They
sick.
come into the league. You can tell that there's humble, but I like when people
Too
are
nice.
confident.
You got a cavity after that.
Reviews too. What's
Like if they get into the talking match against JTE or Snyder, they're gonna cry. Like we love you.
Interesting they called Dagnino a worthy competitor. I found that very interesting.
Yeah. That might have been a backhanded compliment.
Career, not just on the desk,
That's something.
But it's also the pregame interviews.
He just always surprises you wherever, like you think he's gonna get knocked out, but he pulls like the most brain.
He zigs when you think he's gonna.
I'm curious to see if Dagnino is going to show up.
Confidence. It's all about
If they win and he shows up in the post, you know, box office breakdown. You're a loser.
Had any of that, but I got a whole lot of Jolt Cola, and we are just about ready to go. Here comes
He needs to be
the
announced,
tail
I'm
coming
just saying.
at you. So for superhero news, they are going to be the challengers.
Yeah,
the underdogs
pretty
in
much.
Today's match. Their strings include
Intergeekdom except
which is
Disney.
going to be DC Marvels,
Which should be Intergeekdom, really.
It really should.
One day.
Disney needs its own kind of.
Do we really need a Lord of the Rings and a Hobbit, but no Disney?
Yeah.
Why the Hobbits in there? I still
directors. I mean, they know directors of people who
wrecked
direct
Adam
the current movies. How
in the last in the Intergeekdom match.
the lineage of cinema,
The dwarf thing, yeah.
that might be different in today's.
And watching Robert just nail all of them was
Just
just
about
like.
ready here, Rachel.
I'm ready to go.
Let's get ready to Schmoedown.
Who's announcing?
Got a special guest announcing with us. We have a special guest that you might find familiar doing the introductions today. That is none other than the one-time commissioner, my buddy Christian George Harloff. Take it away, Golden Throat.
Introducing first.
Oh, I thought we might have a special announcer thing for a second.
I was
A
hoping
little
Rachel
podium
did
like we
it.
used to have.
I was hoping Rachel did it.
It would have been great if Rachel did it.
And like better than Christian, it would be like, can she not? She does everything.
Sabina, superhero news.
Here comes superhero news.
Rocking the superhero garb. I love
They
it.
have arrived, shaking
See
each
how
other's hands
round
as
one
they are
goes
ready
long.
to
Wow.
enter the ring, representing perhaps their favorite superheroes or comic books, as Sean and Sabina take their seats and they are ready to rock. And their
I mean,
opponents.
I kind of get disappointed when people don't do costumes at entrances these days.
We haven't really gotten that a lot.
Yeah.
Ooh, Beatles.
Well, to be honest, Kalinowski and Rachel kind of crushed the thing, so why attempt?
This is a
Yeah.
dangerous move, because Beatles are very protective of their music.
Yeah.
Yes.
Box office breakdown emerging.
They're gonna Cut it right at the beat. Right before.
Both up here to us at our news desk, and then also
Oh, stop shit.
Oh boy.
Damn, stop it.
you know, sportsmanship
Be mean.
out in the league, and that intends to build some
I
rivalry.
hope one of them makes like a sharp heel turn at the end of the match. That'd be hilarious.
See, Malcolm's upset about the entrances. I'm upset that they're being nice to
Frank
each other.
knows how to treat a fellow teammate.
I need some trash
Making sure
talking.
that Amy is set and ready to go, and now here comes Frank up. That was a great musical selection. It reminded me of one of my favorite Beatles tunes. All you need is love, Rachel, and a lot of love right up there on the table between these four competitors.
Yeah, it's very cordial. We'll see if that lasts.
So
I don't know if it
ready, and
will.
How are we feeling? Let's start with superhero news. You guys excited about the legacy?
Very excited.
Where one gets opponent's choice.
Excited to not have
Legacy.
Wow,
0-0
the new
and
table is
fresh,
cool too.
But we're ready to go.
Yeah.
They are here, they are 0-0, and that is an improvement if you know superhero news. And now we move on to box office breakdown. Are you guys set? Do you guys need anything?
No, we just need to just get to know
Yeah,
Sun's being a little bit
I
better.
wanna
We're excited.
Oh my
Hang out with you.
gosh.
Okay.
Agreed.
Clarky asked me for the wrong one here.
It looks like the chairs are at least at the right heights.
But in the meantime, it's there's going to be a winning team and a losing team because it's time to Schmoedown.
Here we go.
It's everybody's least favorite part of the Schmoedown except mine because I get to talk some more, Rachel. That would be the rules for round one. It is
We were just talking about that.
every competitor.
He knows his job.
8 questions from 8 different movie categories. You
But
all
if he
hear
didn't do
questions.
it, who
So
would?
Please write down your best attempt at a correct answer.
I'd have to read all by myself.
When we ask you individually to give your
I've
best
never seen a Schmoedown before.
Show the whiteboard to the cameras at the same time you verbalize it into the microphone. There's no consulting
15
with team
seconds,
members on
that's
this. This is an individual exercise, but every point you get will accumulate for your representative team. There is 1 point awarded for each correct answer. There is no penalty for
Here
missing
we
a
go.
question, and there is no stealing in round 1. And I'll also remind you of the 2 rules we have. You are awarded a challenge or 2. If you feel like something was an error in the game, you can request a challenge.
People haven't really been using challenges lately.
No, they're too scared. I feel like they want to save it.
They say you only have
Well, yeah,
one
you
during
want
the
to save
round,
it,
but
but
how
you
many
don't
times
use
are you
it.
gonna
It's like,
challenge?
might as well.
There's really
That's
usually only 1 time per match. It's even questionable. So I feel like you gotta
That's why it was surprising for Mackie to use it in the Inner Geekdom one.
Then it is my honor to let Rachel Cushing announce the questions.
Look, I think Top Dash should have pulled the trigger on that challenge.
Yeah, that's a huge controversy.
Yeah, they were just being too genteel about it.
Go.
Yeah.
The first category are
Because that's another point.
These are movies that are drawn, correct?
That is
Animated
correct.
movies?
And your question is, what country does the Disney classic
Oh, are you kidding me?
take place in?
This is so hard.
Not that the opening number gives it away or anything.
Or one of the best songs.
3, 2, 1.
France.
After all, this is France.
France.
Oh, miss, this is France.
Move on to Sean.
France.
He had
Second best Disney movie ever.
Frank.
I'll give it to you. My favorite is Hunchback.
Lion King, that's
He
alright.
ended up spending
I'm a big Mulan fan myself, but you know.
Hunchback has one of the best movies.
Yep.
Hunchback has the best score. That score is insane.
Yes.
Yep.
Crazy good.
Question
Wait till
number
that
2
comes on
is
suddenly
developed
soundtracks.
comedies.
Oh.
Characters sing Bohemian Rhapsody in a car.
Oh, are you
What
kidding me?
90s comedy?
It's not in the beginning, but yeah.
One time I absolutely could do it.
This one's
We're
easy.
talking about 15 years ago.
It's excellent.
3, 2, 1.
Wayne's World.
I see a little silhouette.
Wayne's World. Hold it at the last second.
Those beers.
Yes.
Wayne's World.
I want characters.
And then we
Name,
move
but
on
yeah,
to Frank.
Wayne's World. Dang it.
Wayne's World.
Also the correct answer, Wayne's World, Sabina.
Was it celebrities match? Your questions could go harder.
Yeah, I wonder if they tailored the questions to new players or not.
I think they make them a little easier than.
Because they do have a lot of newcomers this year. So.
Yeah. You don't want to kill somebody right off the bat.
Yeah, you want them to want to come back.
It happened to the guy that faced Snyder. What's his name?
What movie?
Umberto.
Yeah.
Lee Jones, Donald Sutherland, and James Garner as ex-test pilots who are sent to space to repair an old Soviet satellite?
What's this called? My dad loved this movie.
I think I got it. I can't believe I tried to think of the Wayne's World guys' name.
Oh, I'm blanking on the film.
I think I know it. It might be wrong.
Down. Pens down, Frank. Your
Space Cow?
Sean has a great shirt.
Space Cowboys.
Space Cowboys.
Is it Space Cowboys? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if any of them get it, though.
Nothing written on there. We move to Amy.
Rachel, you're gorgeous.
Oh, God.
Oh, you guys are making me sick.
I wish I could fire them with points, but we just can't.
I'm disgusted right now.
Incredible integrity. Sean, did you have the correct
I
answer?
hope Dagnino shows up and makes them cry.
He better.
The song started playing in my
There's
head, and I was
no love in Schmoedown.
in my head.
So now, as we get into the meat of
You guys all voted for Box Office Breakdown, right?
I switched it to Space
Okay.
Superhero right before
It's a big pull for Sean.
they announced it.
Oh, yeah.
To your next question.
Because they're low. They vomit.
In Demolition Man, what chain won the fast food wars?
Oh.
I was gonna say.
You can hear Makuga in the background.
A couple people
Yes, I love in Copster when they get all excited about
Couple people going to this place right
Maybe?
afterwards. 5.
I don't know. Never seen Demolition
Custer
Man.
yelling at the wheel is one of my favorite things about the Schmoedown.
We are gonna start with Sabina.
The Taco Bell?
Taco Bell.
Oh.
Alright.
69,
Yeah, I
79,
picked McDonald's.
99. Did Amy have it correct?
That's who's
You all are so talented.
Don't put me.
Keep coming. Unfortunately, not so much with the points. How about Sean?
Actually, I believe there's more Subway in the world than McDonald's now, actually.
Because they're in all the gas stations, that's why.
Yeah.
Those nacho fries. I can't keep my hands off them. Anyway, superhero news. Now a 3-point lead, 7-4.
All right, guys. In comic book movies, your question is, who directed Iron Man?
Wow.
Oh, man.
I seem like a Schmoedown champion right now. This is better the first round than I ever do.
Well, looks like Cody's the champ of this one.
5, 4, 3,
Alright.
2, and a 1. We go back to where we
I blanked on
started.
his
Amy
name.
Martinez.
Shane Black.
Shane Black.
Barbaro is very handsome.
He is very handsome. He did not direct
No.
Iron
The
Man
best MCU
3.
movie.
He did the
MCU
first
movie.
2. Sean.
Shane Black.
The Mandarin ruined that. Yeah.
Shane Black.
Just
Hot take, my favorite Iron Man movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for Sean. So now we go to
Disagree.
9 to
And I
5.
immediately
The last 20 minutes, but I really like the rest of the movie.
I could do with the last half.
It was great until the Mandarin
Well,
reveal.
Fantasy sci-fi.
I think that's the best part of it.
2015.
I love how subversive it is.
Stars Hugh Jackman and is directed by Joe Wright.
Oh boy.
Um,
I think this is it.
This movie was
The
rough.
first one I'm not confident in.
This movie was rough. Oh my.
Yeah, I'm trying to rember
don't remember.
where we started.
5, 4,
Huge, huge bomb.
2, and 1. Pens
This movie, Pan.
Sean, I don't have your hand.
Oh.
Still thinking about it.
Oh, it is Pan?
I don't have
Yeah.
Yeah, you did that movie, okay.
It's only 3
And hot
short
take, I
letters.
actually enjoyed this.
Really, Malcolm?
It seems like we might have Team Mutiny.
I still haven't watched it because I couldn't get over Hugh Jackman's look. I was like, I can't watch that for 2 hours.
That's what the movie
I personally wouldn't recommend it, but hey, Malcolm likes it.
I just worked in a movie theater and saw the preview so many times, and I was just like,
Give that to
no,
him.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
We
Can't sit
were
there.
looking for Pan.
That was close.
Yeah.
That wasn't a movie.
Joe Wright was talking about it on the Hollywood Reporter roundtable thing he did.
Pizza from Pizza Hut. 2 questions
What
remaining.
did they? There was a song that they did for that movie that
In 80s movies,
smells like
how
Teen
many
Spirit or
Karate
something.
Kid movies
Yeah,
featured
that
Ralph
song.
Macchio as Daniel LaRusso?
You have 3 to choose from. I'm just guessing.
So your next round.
You know what?
Me too.
Push-up we had.
Ouch.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense for one of them, but
4,
if not,
3, 2,
3?
a 1. Pens down.
I think it's 3.
It's 3, right?
The fourth one has Hilary Swank.
Correct. So close, Sabina.
I did too.
Oh boy.
Sabina, your answer?
Uh-oh.
Also on 2. It's
Usually
not
they,
Cook any heavier.
yeah. I said 3.
May the 4 be with you. Oh no.
You're just on the other side of correct. And now Sean.
I went with Amy, so.
Oh, man.
All right, the Karate Lost on our younger participants. The answer was 3, and it is still a 4-point lead for Superhero News as we get into the final
I should have asked Barney Stinson.
When we first started talking, we're in the opposite now because Superhero News is now the things.
Horror thriller.
I mean, it's still an even match for the two new teams, so it'll still be an interesting finale.
Beetlejuice.
Anything can happen in the second round.
That's 1000%.
Oh, wait.
What's her name?
What am I on that? 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Sabina Graves.
Winona Ryder.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Broken the curse. Amy Martinez.
Her dance in that movie is great.
Keaton.
Oh, it's a good guess. He's in the movie, but he is a different.
Interesting answer.
Winona Ryder.
He's in the movie.
Winona Ryder.
In the ballpark. It's a cross-dressing role, apparently.
Superhero News is going to be taking a cushy 4-point lead into round 2. And here's where it gets exciting, Rachel.
4-point lead into round 2 is huge.
Where's my bonus point?
The wheel round, it is called Because Each slice of that wheel corresponds to a category.
What song did they sing in Pan?
Each category
There you go.
is 6 questions deep.
What's going to be the next question?
You are allowed to consult with your teammate.
You're going to spin Pan on the wheel. It's just going to be from that one movie.
It's a category.
Naturally, however, if you're not sure of the answer and you want to request more information, you can ask for multiple choice. At which
Oh, gosh.
Well, they've been adding a lot of actor categories. Maybe there is a Hugh Jackman category.
Goes down
Yeah.
to 1 point.
I mean, he makes more sense than some of the ones that are actually on there. So.
I mean, you can guess Wolverine for a lot.
Potentially. Rachel, how do you see this round
That's
playing
true.
out after
But
we
yeah,
saw in round
I'm
one?
okay with you,
Like
Jackman.
you said, fortunes are made with the wheel round. There are some really good strengths on this wheel for box office breakdown. They are not out of this yet. I'm really excited to see what they spin.
One of the finest wheels ever put together by Mr. Chris Skoliski. Superhero News, you guys find yourself with a 5-point lead. Would you like to spin first, or do you want to defer to your opponents?
We will spin first.
Okay, Sabina is saying yes, and Sean is emerging from his seat. He is ready to spin. He's got a lumberjack stride as he gets up to the wheel. What do you think he's looking for,
That was a
Rach?
good spin.
Comic book movie seems a likely strength for these guys.
Is the new show they do. I don't think could it get
Is
there?
it going to be
No.
horror? Oh, no. Natalie Portman.
Disney.
Disney film.
I want someone to spin Natalie Portman.
That's
Take Disney.
Ready to go.
Take Disney. Okay.
Smile on Sabina's face as she saw a Disney film. Doesn't matter what Sean said. They were going with Disney movies. I will be administering the questions in round 2 and round 3 because, unlike Rachel, I'm not competing so much these days, so I'm allowed to look at the documents because I don't get questions good so much.
You hate Apocalypse Now.
First question to Superhero News is: what do Aladdin and his cookie Abu steal from the market?
Bread.
bread.
In the movie.
And it's multitude.
2 points.
Well done.
That's a Hugh Jackman.
Right out of the gate.
They're allowed to consult with their teammate. I don't know that
I
Sean's
don't
going to
think
get
Sabina
We consulted like
That's a pretty easy Disney
I
question.
got this.
the telepathy worked out. Your next question.
Yeah.
What is the name of the main?
Oh my god.
Oh, Rai...
Sean
Shan Yu. Shan Yu. Shan Yu.
Yu.
Isn't it Shan Zhu or Shan Yu? It's
Take
like,
multiple choice.
Multiple choice. I can provide that. Is it
You.
A, Fa Zhu, B,
Fazu's the father, Shang is the captain, Yao is what's his name? Voice.
I was hoping one of the multiple
Yao is
choice.
a basketball player.
that is incorrect.
No.
Don't
So now
challenge Jen and Disney.
Do you happen to know the answer?
But in saying that, the question's probably easy because, I mean, how often has Disney ever
Give him a
been
point,
spun
Rachel.
in
Well
Australia?
They stole it. They stole it.
Big steal. It's true. We see it so many times.
I feel like not a lot.
You get
I
it.
always
You
lean.
get
I
a couple
always
steals
hope
and
somebody
you're right
gets
back
Disney
in
and
even
they.
par by the time
It never
you go
happens.
into round 3.
Absolutely confident.
It's always animated.
Yeah, no one knows Mulan. What the heck?
Disney movies.
I know, I noticed
What
that.
is the name of the Disney character?
Yay!
as-
Oh, Fazwell, right? Fazl, that's it, Fazl.
Fazzle? Possible?
Fazl of Baker Street.
Named after Basil Rathbone, the real Sherlock
Multiple
Holmes.
choice.
We can give you multiple choice. Is it A, Sherwin, B, Dr. Dawson, C, Basil?
Dr. Dawson is the
Basil.
sidekick.
No, I'm just kidding.
I have no idea where Sherlock
Ratcliffe's
came
the
from.
main villain in Pocahontas.
Ratcliffe is
Give them a
Yep.
point. They got it.
Come on, why you guys win?
So glad you're here.
Sean's feeling very grateful for his partner right now.
Absolutely.
Good choice of partner, and his partner made a great choice in round 2. It would appear your next question from Disney movies. Adriana Castellati was 18 years old when she was asked to voice what famous Disney character?
Who was
I don't know this name.
I'm gonna just guess.
Okay.
That's a bad idea.
Sleeping Beauty.
That is
That's Snow White, right? Isn't that Snow White?
Steal chance.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like she's younger.
I think it's Snow White.
I'm not sure.
That sounds pretty good though. I think it is older rather than
5.
newer
We have a
canon.
We have advanced to.
Multiple choice, please.
We can't go to multiple choice because they
Can
did
you
not
listen to the
So
rules?
I got to put you on a 5-second clock here quickly. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh, Moana.
1.
Whoa.
We will
Snow White.
There you go.
My second
Come on,
Good
man.
job.
Second guess.
We went to a lot harder questions than what we go with the first one.
What's
To be fair, her name did start with an A.
It's Ming. Yeah, Ming Na.
To put some more distance between themselves and box office breakdown. Your next question. In what 90s Disney animated film do you hear Disney terms such as Stand Out, After Today, and Eye to Eye?
A Goofy movie.
2 points.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
For Sabina Gray.
Dan from All the Belts would love that question.
The 90s Disney princess.
I had the leaning tower of cheese on that one.
Somewhere Danny and Molly Fernandez are smiling. And in our last question in round 2 for superhero news, they have a 9-point lead. It is the following. Who voices Jane Porter in 1999?
Oh,
Mini Driver.
Mini Driver.
2 more points.
Well played, Sabina. Well played.
What a way to
Jen, the Disney queen over here.
Wow.
very
Almost
easily.
there.
They gave away some opportunities.
She did
I like
this.
Disney.
She did this.
I do.
Beat someone in a Disney match.
Oh, I know. I watched it,
What it
and I
takes
was
to
just
catch
like,
up.
I believe.
"Yep, won't ever challenge her."
Believes in them, and they now need to believe in the wheel.
When you think you know Disney, and then Jen is doing trivia, then you realize.
Hey,
you don't
I didn't
know
pull
Disney.
Snow White. I would have had to go to multiple choice for that.
Over
That's
to the
true.
wheel, and Rachel, as he gets up there, I'm seeing.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
On there. Yep, 90s is
Come on, Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman.
like the more
Great
recent
job,
decades.
Frank. Great job.
Natalie Portman would be a cool one because she's got Star Wars and then also all the dramas, so it's all over the map.
Oh, God! New releases.
Ooh.
And he ends up spinning hard.
They definitely spin again, I think.
Are you
You
confident hard
gotcha.
thriller, or would you rather take
Right?
your chances and spin again?
Considering their MO is love, I think they should probably spin again.
I mean, I don't think that they're much worse than any of the categories on there.
That was great.
And a better spin for Frank representing Team Bob as
Probably
the wheel
would.
goes round and
No.
round. Will it be new releases?
No.
Will it be
It's not even close to stopping. I don't
It's
know
like
if
on
you
a
guys are
roller
cheering.
coaster in the background.
Oh,
They lucked out.
Ooh, there
No,
we go.
pick horror thriller. I'm kidding.
turn of events here as Frank confidently strolls back to his teammate Amy. So you guys have spinner's choice.
You gotta
guys
go
can
for new
select
releases,
any
right?
left on the wheel.
I would think.
There's a couple
Yeah.
on there I think they could go. Comic book, I mean,
maybe, yeah.
I know Frank's pretty decent
I
at
think they
that.
have to go to new releases though.
Is romance on the wheel? They probably will pick that.
No.
It's an honor. Wow, we get to choose.
Gonna have to put him on a five.
Because all they do is
Frank's struggling with that chair over there.
yeah, battle.
Let's go with we'll go with new releases.
And it is going
That's
to
what they
be
do. Okay.
Of course.
new releases. Can
This could be dangerous though, because it's extra pressure when it's your thing.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if they're gonna. If this is gonna be some Oscar stuff because that's out on DVD and stuff.
Yeah.
in new releases, your
That's
first
true.
question of six.
The category that Sam Levine hates.
Points. What famous actor makes
Amen.
a cameo as an Asgardian?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
It was fantastic.
That is incorrect. Gonna move on to superhero news for the steal. Matt
Directed
Damon
by
is
Mike.
what a huge steal.
That hurt.
Really big.
Perhaps
That hurt.
That's like the best movie Matt Damon's been in a couple of years.
I'm trying to see if they
The
can
version
I.
was delightful.
That's 3 years ago.
That's a couple.
That's a couple.
I just mean the last few have been rough.
was released
Yeah.
in
A Cure for Wellness. A Cure for Wellness.
I didn't realize he did that.
No, this the answer here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You didn't like Downsizing?
You're right.
Provide that.
This is one of the best looking movies I've seen in a while, honestly.
B. Bitter Harvest. C. Don't Knock Twice. Or
Paul,
D,
you didn't like
Collide.
Downsizing?
Cure for wellness.
1 point.
Well done.
I'm a big Pain fan, but not really.
Yeah, I know.
It was like decent. I don't know.
They
Set in
need.
Boston
They
in
can't get
1978,
KO'd, so.
A meeting in a deserted warehouse.
Free Fire.
Turns into
Oh,
a shootout.
Free Fire, yep.
Yeah. Free Fire. Great cast.
That cast was amazing. The movie kind of let me down because I wanted more.
Yeah. It was almost like too hammy.
Multiple choice, please.
Henry would have been
Yeah.
disappointed if we didn't get this
Yeah.
question.
The
Is Henry's number one of last year? Jeez.
Fire.
Yeah.
Or D. Going in Style.
Free Fire.
1 point.
They gotta lay off the multiple choice. This is.
They gotta start getting some double.
Themselves out at this point.
Right.
Yeah, jeez.
Back into
This is rough.
game. And your next question.
We'll still love each other regardless.
Actor has small roles as a thief,
John Barenthal.
driver, and the
Yep.
boyfriend
And he should have been in both of them longer.
in Wind River.
Yes,
I
agreed.
think he was in Wind River just enough.
He was, but I always want to see more.
That's true.
That's just me.
But he's got a great end in Baby Driver when he's like, if you don't see me, it means I'm dead.
Yeah, he did.
You don't see him.
Three. We need a
I was just so let down because he was like one of the first things you see in the trailer, and I was like,
Yeah.
yes, he's in this, and he's gone.
to get in there.
Yeah, I
Opposite
swear.
Wind River, you didn't even know he was in the movie.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a huge surprise. I flipped out in the theater.
When I opened the door, I was like, what?
They just made it into round 3.
Big game.
Well,
and
no.
One more questions, right?
nominated for a
Oh.
If a steal happens,
Academy Award.
That's right.
Jordan Peele? Come on.
Oh, if it still happens, they're dead.
Get out.
They
that's
have
the
to.
question.
Come on.
Jordan Peele.
Oh, I was like, it didn't go.
Not hard
No,
enough.
I was waiting for more.
It is-
Jordan Peele,
it
yes.
is a career.
Yeah, he's apparently just started shooting. He's gonna start shooting something soon this year.
Yeah.
Deserves it.
Amy throwing some shade out
I
there.
know.
Yes.
We gotta up our game.
Yeah, studios should just be throwing money at him at this
We'll
point.
see if this one can be a little.
I hope he doesn't do the big studio stuff though.
Your last question. In
I'd like something
This
independent.
could cut the lead.
Well, if they're smart, they'll just give him the money and step back.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Greenwood plays the slimy president of the United States
Ooh.
in what sequel released in September?
Oh, Kingsman Golden Circle.
Golden Circle.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh. Did not care for that movie.
And,
They're back in the game now.
all of a sudden, we got our
I enjoyed Dumb Fun.
I didn't like the female Kingsman.
into round 3, the final.
She was great in the first one.
Yeah, I was sad about that. I
Love the
suspect
fight.
she'll come back because you don't see the death.
Their strength
That's true.
category,
And even when you see the death, it doesn't matter apparently.
love matches
Yeah,
like this.
I admit, when I first saw Kingsman, I was like, oh, he's totally alive because Samuel Jackson closed his eyes when he shot the gun, so he's totally can come back. Still counts.
About how easy the questions are.
Even though his brain.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
hey, it's,
Round 3. I
it's a
am
little
well aware that I'm
closer
not the
than-
best. I'm just merely top 25.
They got it closer.
We go back
They're only
to
fine.
It was looking like a knockout for a little while.
Here's how round 3
They were
works. Is that each team
hanging on that
is gonna
multiple
give
choice
us a
stealing.
series of 3
Damn.
numbers.
I just hope they get it so I can hear the 5-pointer. Always the fun
Yeah.
question.
Range, and those numbers were
I
corresponding
mean, they
to
probably
movie
got
categories.
thrown off when they lost that 2 point with their first question.
Your next
Yeah.
one,
They recovered though. They recovered.
five.
Yeah, definitely.
Here is the
I thought the round.
Same deficit they
Yeah.
had in round 1 actually.
category
Right?
Yeah.
pointer.
It was
If you're
11-6.
Yeah, if you weren't confident in superhero, you go for multiple choice at that point. You don't just send it to the guys named Super News, like
And then you're allowed to
Yeah.
prefer only on
with the missing Thor Ragnarok question.
Yeah, definitely.
news.
What did they say again?
The lead. Which
I
number
don't remember the
would you
person's
like?
name.
2
What it said.
13.
and 6.
2, 13, and 6. Interesting strategy going from here to there and then back to here.
I like how we always break down the number choice when it's just kind of like random numbers.
4.
He hates when they
People
throw
have
around.
reasons.
As long as it's not 1, 2, 3, then we're fine.
A hanging 5, if you will. Expect another number to come after. We did not
People
get
need
that.
to start
So
watching and
we are
paying
going to give the
attention.
questions
Don't
first.
pick 1, 2,
Box
3.
office breakdown. Your first category you selected was number 11. So this one is going to be worth 2 points.
I'm saying that you didn't even know because you could
in
get
the
like
world of
all your streaks
director
from the
Steven Spielberg.
There's almost you don't know, but
Spielberg
yes,
movies.
Third round.
I will.
Category.
Amy Martinez
Yeah.
Spielberg.
doing it. This is for 2 points, and this is for you and you alone. Your question is, Christopher Walken played the father of Frank
Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, Catch Me If You Can.
Spielberg
Yep.
Great movie.
You can do it. Come on.
Jaws.
Two of my bucket cream.
We were looking
Right?
for
Was Walken acting yet when Jaws came out?
Oh my
Catch Me
god.
If You Can. Less sharks in Catch Me If You Can.
Missed it by about
Sharks
3
make every movie
decades.
better, so we are. That's a very
This is either going to end in sudden
We are
death
gonna
or.
stay with Team Breakdown for your 3-point
We'll
question.
see.
I
If they can send it back, we'll see.
Frank, and it is in the world of the 2000.
Yeah, at this point, the goal is to send it back.
Yeah.
2000.
You never know what could happen.
More recent than that for box office.
Oh yeah, they could miss too. There's
Question
they weren't the strongest in round one.
Ron Burgundy's rival, the newsman
No,
Wes
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn. Yes.
Anchorman, the legend of Ron
Dorothy
Burgundy.
Man too. That's
3 points are
There you
box
go.
office breakdown.
Anyway,
There's just so many stars in
some of these 2 and 3 pointers have been different scaling difficulties lately.
Find yourself in a position
Wow.
to answer
Just
this
hope they hit
question
the five.
correctly, in which you can confer with your teammate. You get it right, you have a lead, and then the onus will be on superhero news. You selected number 5, and
Good
that
category, come on.
that category is going to be 90s movies.
Oh. Okay.
You're alive then. So.
not 70s, so you won't be able to guess anything.
For 5 points in the lead, Whoopi Goldberg uses the pseudonym of Rita Miller
Oh.
to access a bank
Ghost.
account with laundered
Is it
Ghost.
Ghost?
Is Ghost a 90s movie? I thought it was 89.
It's Ghost.
It was 92, but that's when
I think it's very
Oh.
early 90s.
that's the one.
I'm in Jen We Trust, so I'm going with Jen. Ghost.
4,
Ghost. In Jen We Trust.
2,
John
1.
Jackson.
That's game.
Wait, no, Ghost was 1990. That's right. I thought it was in the 80s too.
Well, you show up on the scene, get a TKO.
Superhero news. Jason Red,
18 to 20 is not a bad game.
was the
Well, when you look at it, it's not bad, but they didn't have to go third
They could
round.
have scored 25, 30 points.
They made it a match, which was great. I'm excited to see them back. But superhero news laid down the gauntlet there. I think that
I'm glad I switched with Clark.
Be a formidable team.
That's right. Well, they already added to their stats here in their first competition with a technical knockout, not having to answer a single
Wonder who they'll play next.
in
Well,
round
we shall
3.
see.
We are now going to go to the post-game interview
Yeah.
with the winning team and the losing team.
Might be another new team.
Administered by the one, the only, Miss
Yeah.
Emma Fife. Take it away, Emma.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? Emma Fife here with the new iteration of superhero news. Sean
Oh, I love the
and Sabina,
backdrop.
The old record 0-2 is a thing of the past.
Is this the first time
You
you've seen
guys are
Emma on
winners
interviews
today. You
this
must
year?
be feeling pretty
Believe so.
good after that match.
Yeah.
Pumped. Yes.
I love how it's lit
I'm so happy
with
right
the
now because
blue.
Box Office Breakdown gave us a great
Yeah,
match,
that's cool.
And
Yeah.
it's what's awesome.
Because it's a
about
team
it is that
match.
Frank and Amy are great competitors, but they're even better people. So now, not only do we get a victory out of it, we get 2 new friends.
Totally. And we're
Oh, boy.
going to get beers right
The
after.
real victory is the friends we made along the way.
Good, good.
I'm buying everything in Rhapsody is happening with karaoke.
No, fantastic. Now,
Was this
listen,
filmed
guys,
on Valentine's Day or
I know
something?
my way around the movie Schmoedown here, and I see teams compete, and usually when
It very well may have
somebody
been.
that gets
Right.
maybe 5 or 6 in round 1, and another gets 3 or 4. That's a pretty good team.
That would have been cool, like a Valentine's Day themed Schmoedown.
Really pulled out all the stops in round 1, so I think you guys might have the beginning.
Just the
of
whole
a
wheel. Cameron Diaz, Sandra Bullock, Julia
I don't
Roberts.
want you to get big head about it or anything, but
Nicholas
you should
Sparks.
be feeling
Oh,
pretty
stop.
confident after that match going forward.
Oh God.
It'd be the one show
No,
I'd skip.
totally. I've validated my own opinion about myself, at least for this match, that I could totally pull a lot of stuff out of where it don't shine.
Did you guys have any fears or doubts going into the match today?
Oh, several.
Totally.
Several. Totally thought that there would be just questions and categories that we had no idea about, or that I would just draw a blank, because you never know how it's going to be. You do this at home, and you see the questions, and you feel really good about it, because you're just
Yeah.
yelling at the TV or the computer, but then the lights are on bright, and you never know how you're going to react, so I'm really glad that we were able to pull out a win today.
No, totally. I watched the show with my husband, and whenever we watch it at home, I get most of them right. And I was like, what if I get there and I just blank and freeze?
It's very different being on the table.
Yeah,
I can
for sure.
speak from experience. So obviously, incredibly strong showing from both of you guys today. What are your plans going forward? You guys have any teams that you got your eyes set on? Any goals you'd like to accomplish?
Well,
the ultimate goal, of course, is to have the tag team championships, but we know that we're nowhere near challenging the Patriots. We've got a lot of work to do before we get to that. But I have a team that I would like for us to take on sooner than later.
And that team is?
We're calling out Team Action.
Ooh.
Retirement home linebacker Drew Guy, as soon as he's back from suspension, tackling
a little early.
It's interesting. A very, very nice team. Let's take out like the ultimate heel team right now.
I feel like they might have to win a match or two more.
If you want to face a team that's going to literally make you feel so bad about yourself,
Team Action in the Schmoedown.
I would love coming for the suits and heels, as you suggested there. That's
They hate people.
For Team Action. Drew Guy could tackle John Roca in that. I mean, very bold statement, but certainly one that I am in support of, and I hope that
if they didn't feel like they had to play top 10, why do you think they're going to feel like they need to play superhero movies?
So congratulations, Sabina, Sean.
After one match.
Well, they feel like they don't have to play anyone. They just feel like they should have the belt.
And we are
That's true.
Frank and
Triple
Amy,
threat
Team
match,
Box
Patriots
Office
top
Breakdown.
10
You guys
action.
just didn't quite
That'd be something.
pull it off today.
But it was great to see Superhero News just, man, crush it. It was just great to be able
I think
to
this is the
watch that.
first time I felt like Emma's really tall.
It's great to see you guys
Yeah.
accomplish the compliments anytime you didn't know an answer. I mean, it's quite a strategy. It didn't quite work out. You didn't get awarded points.
Is she
for
on
But
something?
you know what? A for effort,
An
Frank.
apple box?
Every single one was absolutely deserved.
And you as well.
Maybe they're both short. I don't
Well,
know.
and the thing is that even if we didn't get the answer right, we were
It did look like their chairs were raised very high, so maybe they're just short.
That's a heartwarming thing that we need more of here in the Schmoedown. You guys,
These are the special effects we're paying for, is the Emma Fife hiding increasement.
you did pretty well.
The Patreon.
Space Cowboys will haunt me.
I have my $10.
It's going to be Space Cowboys.
Yep.
And then in round 2, you guys had a pretty good comeback. It looked like you guys were really fighting to hang in there, and you might pull it out, and then things just didn't quite go your way in round 3.
I will say that, everybody has a moment of weakness, and I can't say that we didn't have that as well. We feel like, should we
thought
offer the
Christopher
kill
Walken was in Jaws.
our strengths, or should we be loving and do
Would've been a great
do,
movie.
comic book heroes? Because that's
No, I'm not arguing with you, Chris.
we got selfish, we got greedy, and we went for new releases.
I don't think we need to add anything to Jaws to make it a great movie.
We could have done better.
I just don't
New
know
releases
who
is a
he'd
tough
be
category,
as
but also
that.
maybe a good call picking new releases.
Also, he would have been he would have been really young in that.
Again, superhero news, there may have been opportunities for them to get.
I just want to hear him talking about a
Yeah,
shark
he would have been
now.
like,
The shot.
Absolutely.
Now, Amy, how are you feeling after the match?
It's a
Obviously,
shock
you guys are both
on the
fans
beach.
of the Schmoedown.
Just take his monologue from Geely and put it into Jaws.
The lights in front of you.
About the ice cream.
Big difference in terms of your.
all right, someone just admitted to watching
yeah.
Geely.
I was
Hey,
watching
that
it,
scene
like you guys
is
at
great.
home
That
and
scene
I scream, I
is
shout,
great.
so it was way more exciting, of course, to be here and to
I wouldn't know.
such great
I've
competitors.
literally only seen the scene on YouTube.
And
I
it
haven't
was
seen the movie.
fun. I know that we didn't win,
You
but I
didn't
still had fun.
put that
It's
out
all
there.
about having fun and loving.
Are there any answers that you know
love
you
each
knew
other.
that having the lights on just completely went out of your brain?
Yes, the Catch Me If You Can one. No, here's the thing. I have a cat. He's a black cat. He's a gorgeous cat. His name is Spielberg. So when that category came up, I was like, this is great, but I
This
don't
is my category.
Yes! And then my brain was just
On
like,
the
we're gonna
desk.
take a break, Amy.
Telling her the answer.
Is a real
At
thing that happens when
Spielberg
we get
and
up
you
here
don't
on
know
the table under the lights.
Christopher
and you
Walken's not in
Schmoedown
Jaws?
It's not as easy as you think. Your brain turns to mush. I speak from
Your
experience.
cat needs a new name.
Again, though you didn't.
This is why pets should be allowed in the Schmoedown. I've been wanting a Cal versus Molly match for a really long time.
Yeah, it's just being
Would
human.
you guys want to come back, or is this just a one-time thing?
Let's come back.
Absolutely. I mean, the previous iteration of Box Office Breakdown.
I was okay with her missing because, everybody blinks, but you named your cat Spielberg.
I like that attitude, Frank.
I'm even more
again,
upset right
condolences to
now.
the both of you, but we loved having you here. We hope to
You'll
see
be
you guys
back.
in the very near future. Now back to you.
You can face the wild berries and get a win.
I mean,
Amen.
big news coming out of the post.
The Wildberries, everyone should just play the Wildberries in their first match. It's a nice little confidence builder, I think.
So you can go drinking with them before, drinking with them after.
It's a win-win. Wildberries
They
can
should
rack
be
up those
ambassadors for the
losses.
Schmoedown.
It is a
They can rack up those losses.
I'm so excited to see them take on some heels because I think we've got a new face team here that the fans are going to be excited for, and to take a shot at one of the big teams that debuted last year. hell of a call.
I'll tell you this. I mean, they were all good sports in this match.
Rachel knows a little something about team action.
Take team action out for beers after that matchup. However it goes down, whenever it goes down, and whoever is the competitor with Ben for team action, and you'll box office breakdown.
I mean, Andrew's coming back soon. So
when did his suspension start?
How long was the
It started in January. It started at the beginning of the season.
They had bubbling personality.
So we'll be back in
A lot
March.
of fun. I'm excited to. I think that's another face team, and you guys know I love the faces. So I'm very excited to see.
She of the faces, and you can check out her new team, the Shire Wolves, coming up very soon, as well as her matchup with Rachel. Thank you
with Roke at the table. That would be awesome.
Check more on you.
I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Rachel J. Cushing.
As long as there's a security guard present.
Whole lot of fun stuff in the movie trivia Schmoedown League this year, including but not limited to our first live event here in Southern California.
I'm just glad the records and everything's going to count for this live. That's so sweet.
The date we are going to have
I have JT in one fantasy league and Roke in another, so I'm going to win either way.
JTE cannot start the season at 2, but I don't want the Outlaw to lose
either. Early because this baby is probably going to sell out. It's at the Portal Theater. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Maybe some Schmoeville celebrities will be in the crowd as well. You looking forward to being at the live event?
Oh, you know I wouldn't miss this. We got Roka at JTE. We've got Wildberries in Real Region.
It's crazy if JT loses. His record is under 500 again, right?
In the area, and you can make it.
I think so.
Come out. I will definitely be there live on the Schmoedown.
He's just 8-8 right now.
Real Region versus Wildberries is the undercard.
He's getting to Makuga territory.
The top match is going to be pretty good. JTE versus
better than Makuga, but he's still.
He got some rough losses though.
Match Jen Surger will be there.
Yeah, Cody Miller will never be erased.
And to join up,
that was the best.
So sad.
Shout out Cody
Cody
Miller.
to come back. That was amazing.
Fellow Hoosier over there, my boy Cody Miller.
When he literally showed up, I was like, he's got to win, right? Like, he can't lose to, and he lost. Well,
and don't forget, guys, subscribe to Collider Video.
Oh yeah, subscribe.
I was like, is Ellis asleep?
Yeah, Movie Talk's a great show.
Frankie.
Frank, here we go, Frank.
I think we need some new stats on how many compliments per match, because this was
Yep.
Yes. How many times the team said love?
Amy, she only contributed one of the team's 6
Ouch.
in their debut here.
Yeah.
Silver lining though, only ETC and Tough Beats had worse first round debuts in this 8-question format.
Is that silver lining?
They're 11 points.
Yes.
Yes.
Who was the first team I heard? I heard Tough Beats. Who was the other one?
I think they said
ETC.
ETC.
Elliot and
Ricky.
I love that.
Oh, Ricky.
Ricky.
In the final round, you can actually see Amy whisper the answer "Ghost," but unfortunately, it wasn't their final answer.
I just can't wait for
News wins their debut by video.
Yeah, that's crazy. She whispered "Ghost" and they didn't go with it.
Didn't have a great start in the league.
They cheated to lose. Well, they cheated. That's in a box office breakdown kind of vein there. So there you go.
That's true. The trial of B.O.B. Part 2.
The trial of B.O.B.
Check out SD Rundown stats on Twitter, and be sure to check out the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday, where we break down everything in the week that was. I'm Frank Janish, and this has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
Bingo.
How's it going, guys? If you didn't know about the
Patreon, Patreon.
What is this Patreon you speak of?
It's actually a very good thing.
Basically, you guys have 16 tiers to choose from. We're trying to.
I love how active Brienne has been on the Patreon, having her little like office hours kind of thing.
I know.
Well, she's familiar with it, I think, from. She's been like a Patreon supporter of Nick Scarpino's company for a while, so I know that she's familiar with the format.
Now go enjoy the.
Yeah, she had to like explain it to Christian a couple times, I think, before he decided to create it.
All right, guys, that's it. All right. So that was Box Office Breakdown versus Superhero News. I'm going to go around the table. What were your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, and where can the good people find you online? I'm going to start with you. Cody, what were your thoughts, and where can the good people find you online?
I thought it was a good match. I mean, 2 new teams, so I think the question was a little, easier for them, but just so no one loses really bad. But I think Superhero News did a pretty good job, especially spinning that category they're strong in. And you can just find me on Facebook, Cody Newberry, pretty easy. I'm in all the different groups and stuff, so
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Paul, where can the good people find you online? What are your final thoughts on this match, and what were your thoughts?
Well, it was kind of a rough debut for Box Office Breakdown Part 2, but it was a pretty good showing from Superhero News. Interested to see where that goes. I don't know if they're going to be playing team action in their next match, but it'll be interesting to see where they go with that. As for where you can find me, for any of you trivia fans out there, catch me in round 2 that there will be Trivia Team Tournament. You can find me adminning the Numeral Order Facebook page, and yeah, my Instagram at p.k.o. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Malcolm Lay, where can the good people find you online? What are your final thoughts on this match?
Well, like it was a close match, and like they had some questions that they got wrong that they probably shouldn't have, but overall, it was a solid debut for them, and yeah, and you can find me on my own personal YouTube channel, which is Malcolm's Middle Earth Media, and I'm on various Take 3 Productions stuff, and also I compete on the Worldwide Movie Games Network.
Beautiful, beautiful. Jen, where can the good people find you online, and what are your final thoughts?
Yeah, so these two teams, they're brand new to the league. They have nothing to be ashamed of. Sure, they probably could have done a little bit better considering they both rolled a strength of theirs in round 2. But with that, there's always a lot of pressure when just learning the game and going up against people that you don't know. So everyone was kind of being a little lovey-dovey today, to some of our detriment here. But yeah, they had solid showings, so hopefully they'll come back stronger and have stronger strategies on how to get through this Schmoedown. I think they just didn't have enough confidence in themselves this time around. But I'm excited to see new blood in the Schmoedown, and you can find me here on Take 3, anywhere on Facebook where Schmoedowns are sold, basically, and on Twitter and Stardust at JK Meme Queen.
And of course, this match was actually a very solid debut. Even though that each team made a couple mistakes, maybe they shouldn't have. They still ended the match 18-20. That's nothing to scoff at. I think they still did an excellent job, and people are still human. And of course, I feel like we're going to see both of these teams again. They both did, for what it's worth, they had at least fun with the match, and we have to commend them for that. Was it the best debut? No. Was it the best match of all time? No. But it was still a fun match to watch, and I don't have any regrets. And you can find me, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at ChrisClark8788. Those numbers mean nothing. Every Wednesday on Take 3 Productions, hosting Suddenly Soundtracks. Tomorrow we are releasing Rent featuring Patrick Campbell. And you can find me on YouTube at No Man's Land Entertainment, and on Saturdays producing and editing the Schmoedown Rundown. So guys, take care and keep rocking.